Good afternoon.
Start with some injury news, please.
I think only Toby yesterday that cannot finish the training session. He suffered a small incident in the same leg, but we are going to assess today and tomorrow, and we'll see if he's available for training and if it's possible be selected on the weekend. But I think we hope that it's not a big issue.
How would you rate his chances of playing? I know it's obviously 2 days away from the game.
Sorry?
How would you rate his chances of
I told you we need to assess him because yesterday cannot finish the training session, and of course until tomorrow we cannot decide nothing about if it's possible to be, first of all, to be available for training, and then if he is available for be selected for the game.
Just on Alderweireld, do you believe the club should pay him what he's worth in terms of his contract, or do you think your performances against the biggest teams in the last few weeks have proved that potentially going forward you can do without him?
I am not involved in negotiation. I never talk about rumors, what the media say or the happen around the club. You know, it's not my shop, and I cannot say nothing about that.
Lucas Moura, he's proved popular with the supporters so far. Would he be ready to start on Sunday? Perhaps?
We need to assess him too, because he played 70 minutes after a long period that he didn't play. We need to assess him too, but we'll see. Tomorrow we have another training session and we need to assess all the players. We have nearly all fit, nearly 24 players in a position that be selected, and of course we need to assess everyone and then to pick 18 players to play again Palace Sunday.
Just looking at that Crystal Palace game, they haven't won in the last 4, but you've played twice since their last game. How difficult will this match be?
No, for me it will be a big battle. I think Roy and his staff are doing a fantastic job. It will be good to see them again. But it will be a battle for me. We need to match them in the aspect of, in the areas of motivation, ready to fight, and then of course try to deliver our way and our game. But of course it will be very tough. For us, it's so important to win the 3 points, to be involved in the fighting for the top 4, and I think. The idea is to win, the idea is to fight, the idea is to be ready. I think the 3 points that we are going to play are massive for us.
It's a heavy schedule for you coming up. I think it's Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, 4 games in 10 days. How difficult will that be to manage?
No, I think the team is ready. And then the good thing that is nearly all the players fit to compete and available to be selected, and that is an advantage, and we understand that is an advantage, and of course I think we are capable to cope with that busy fixture, and nothing to complain about that.
I've heard a lot in recent weeks about Mousa Dembele. He's received enormous plaudits for the way he's been playing. Right now, do you think there's a better midfielder in the country? I mean, do you think he's playing better than Pogba, Matic and Kante, for example?
Look, I don't want to compare with another player. Only I can talk about him because I know very well him after nearly 4 years. And I told you, and then some people use my word to describe him like a genius of the football. And for me, it's this type of player that I think I told you, and it's in my book, that say, for me, I put him in next to Ronaldinho, Maradona, or Kocha, player that I have the luck lucky. I was lucky to play with them, and I think for me he's one of the unbelievable talent in the history of football. Of course, that always for him was difficult to get fit and to always fight with his fitness. But of course now he's in an amazing moment, and for me he deserves all the prize that the people is giving him.
One of your former players, Kyle Walker, is playing in a Wembley final on Sunday. He said this week to Sky Sports, he said, "I wanted to leave Tottenham because I wanted to win stuff." What did you make of those comments?
No, of course I respect his opinion, and of course I wish all the best. I think, of course, me like a manager or like a person of football, I understand every single opinion, and nothing to comment about. Only to wish all the best, and of course that on the end win who deserve to win after the game.
You are of course still in 2 cup competitions, including the FA Cup. If you manage to get to the semi-finals and you're playing at Wembley, do you think it's slightly double standards that people are saying you might benefit from home advantage in the semi, given that the same people were possibly saying that there was a curse on Tottenham earlier in the season?
I think it's just a long way still to arrive in this situation. I think because first of all we need to play Rochdale Wednesday, and then if we are capable to beat Rochdale on Wembley, we are going to play again Swansea or Sheffield Wednesday. And we are focused now in Palace, and of course after we are going to be focused, but we are not thinking today in a position that to play the semi-final or the final on the FA Cup. I think we need to deserve to go to the next round, and we need to be calm and not spend energy thinking too much on the future, because the most important now is to have all the energy and be focused in the game that we have ahead.
The Watford midfielder Abdoulaye Doucouré says Tottenham are one of the clubs interested in signing him this summer. Is he a player that you'd like to see at this club?
Look, I don't know if the players say that or not, but it's a lot of rumors, it's a lot of many things happen around a football club like Tottenham. I cannot say nothing about rumor.
Just finally for me, will you be watching the Carabao Cup final? How do you see it going? Because I believe Arsenal have got your dressing room.
Yes, in our dressing room it's going to be.
Sure they have.
I don't know.
No, I think they've got the other one.
How do you see the game going?
How I think,
Okay.
it will be exciting to watch a final. I think always is exciting. Two teams that play very well football, and I hope to enjoy after to get the victory in Palace to enjoy the final. I think it's a game to enjoy, and of course I'm trying to watch and enjoy the game, and then we'll see if City or Arsenal will use our changing room. It's not a problem to give the possibility to stay in our changing room.
Hi. We've now got 4 Premier League games coming up against teams in the bottom half of the table. How big an opportunity is that for you to cement your place in the top 4?
Look, in the previous games on the Premier League, it was tough because we play again teams that were like Manchester United or Arsenal, the Derby or Liverpool. But for me, every single game in Premier League is so important, and will be tough, of course, because they are fighting for different objectives. And of course, it's difficult to play this type of game. For me, the key is be ready like we were ready before in the previous game, and to keep the level and have clear idea that first of all, before to play, we need to match them in all the aspects, and then of course try to win the game under our way, under our ideas. But yes, will be tough. For me, the Premier League is the most tougher league in the world, and when you play with the bottom half or the top, and I think all the games are so difficult.
You said you were at a big advantage at the moment with an almost fully fit squad to choose from. Everton doesn't have that luxury at the moment. How much do you sympathise with him for the problems that he has?
Yes, we have a great relationship with him and all the staff. I think it's always difficult when you don't have all the squad fit and you cannot choose. But I wish all the best. I think he's doing with his staff a great job. I remember that we have a big chat after the game that we play on Wembley, and of course they improve and they achieve a lot of very good, amazing result. And but of course, always our job is difficult. Sometimes you need to deal with this situation when sometimes you have a few players injured, and you need to be creative and you need to work hard to try to sort out all the problem. But I think he has the capacity, him and his coaching staff, to manage this type of situation. Of course.
You said that you need to assess Lucas Moura, but how impressed were you with the 70 minutes you saw of him the other day?
No, I think I was happy. I was happy with his performance and attitude and the capacity to adapt to the group and to the club and to the team. It's true that it's not easy for a player that not play for 7 months, and then everything is new. And I think, of course, I am so happy, and I think the people is happy, the player is very happy, and the teammates are so happy with him because his behavior, he's so humble, and he works hard every day to try to improve, and I think that is the most important. And then, of course, he's a quality player, and we hope that he show and he have the opportunity to show his real quality here with us.
I finish with George and then Dan.
Hello.
Hello.
You seem to speak quite highly of Roy Hodgson. Did you know him before you moved to England? How come you get on so well?
No, of course that I knew and I hear from him in different when he was manager in Inter de Milan or was in the national team in Swiss, and of course that I follow him, and then yes, to have the possibility to meet him when was national team manager. And it was so important because we create we build a very good relationship, and I have full respect to him. I appreciate a lot all that how he was with me, and I think for me he's a great person and great manager, of course.
We spoke before the Manchester United game, and I asked you if these 5 games would define your season. Have you been impressed with how well your team's done since then, over the past month?
No, I am not impressed. I think always you believe in your team, you believe in your player, and sometimes you can deliver, sometimes no. I think the performance of the team was fantastic, and I think I'm so happy because we show great quality. We show that we learn and improve from last season, and so mature, and now we need to keep going, we need to keep the same level, we need to show that we are capable to be consistent in a long period.
You always seem to hit form at this time of year. I know Christian Eriksen mentioned it the other day. Have you worked out why that is? Why does that happen? Why do your players peak at this time of the season?
I think it's true that we love to work. I think we love to work hard to try to help them to get their best form. Yes, I think it's not coincidence. In the last 4 seasons, we were the better team in the Christmas period, and yes, but only the secret is work hard. Precision is after when you have the capacity to, or the possibility, or the time to work. You need to work, and then to be right and try to avoid the mistake. But I think we can do better, and our aim is to try to help them and try. We thinking and to try to improve and to try to help them in a better way.
And a I know you don't want to talk much about Toby Alderweireld, but is it a new injury? Is it the same injury? And have you been happy?
No. I don't talk about injury only for caution. He not finished the training session, but we need to assess him. But it's in the same leg, but I think it's different area.
And you're happy with the defence at the moment, with those playing at the moment?
I am very happy with the team performance. You know, I think always I told you, for me the most important is to have all fit, and then when play one or play another is Tottenham playing, and I think the performance is. The objective is that to keep the same level of performance, and I think, of course, I am so happy because win against Manchester United, or the draw against Liverpool, the draw against Juventus, or beat Arsenal, of course, that put us in a very good position now in the end of the season to try to achieve the thing that we wanted, but of course that I prefer to have all the players fit, and I hope that to help Toby in as soon as possible to get fit again and compete for a place in the starting 11 or in the team, because that only can help the team to achieve all that we want at the end of the season.